Then we have data model of Salesforce Education Cloud. So if we look at Salesforce Education Cloud data model. So before I jumped deep into Education Cloud data model, I wanted to talk about what Salesforce Education Cloud history is and how it became Education Cloud. So Salesforce is Salesforce is very high on philanthropy and non-profit activities. So Salesforce started Salesforce.org a while back, and they have been giving back to the community where they are supporting educational institutions and non-profits as well, where they provide them free licenses and discounted licenses to these kind of institutions basis on certain criteria to them, which allows them to run their processes, run their have their data in a single place, run their different processes, manage it in a single place. So Salesforce.org is that particular entity of Salesforce. Salesforce.org identified, like, in the education industry and in the non-profit sector side of things, they don't have a great way of managing things. They don't have a great automation tools that they can directly leverage. They have to have some kind of consultant or some kind of developer to build that. So they created two things. They created NPSP, non-profit success pack, which allows a non-profit to run its businesses and business operations more effectively. And they created higher education data architecture, which is called as HIDA. So higher education data architecture model allows education institutions to manage their data, to have the data in a unified way where they can run different automations and streamline their workflows. So this is what Salesforce did. And once they acquired Salesforce Industries, and as Salesforce evolved, as the industry evolved and as Salesforce evolved, they created non-profit cloud, which is an extension to non-profit success pack, and they created a extension pack they created an extension, or I would say evolved version of education data architecture, which is now known as Education Cloud. So this is what the history is, and higher education data architecture got renamed to Education Data Architecture because it is not something which is only catering to higher education. Earlier they planned it that way, but now, as we can see, and we talked about it as well, it's not catering to only that. Now it's known as Education Data Architecture. So Education Data Architecture is a standardized framework which specifically targets education institutions utilizing Salesforce. They have a core data objects and their relationship, their fields, which are catered to the education industry itself only, which allows education institutes to have enhanced reporting and analytics, streamlined workflows, easy integration possibilities. So this is what education data architecture is. This education data architecture kind of enabled us, if you look at the slide, on this next slide. Yeah, over here it allowed education institutions to be more agile and to evolve with the growing industry itself only, where they could engage with the accounts, they could engage with student information system, they could integrate it with the Experience Cloud itself only, they could integrate it with student success hubs as well. So that was the base of it. So this is what education data architecture is. Now, if you look at the next slide, which is data model of Salesforce Education Cloud. So this is what Education Cloud is. I covered in 2-3 minutes what education data architecture is. Education data architecture is still the base of Education Cloud as well. It is still being utilized internally, but on top of it, it is offering a lot of more capabilities. As you can see on the screen, we have Education Cloud with that, on the base layer, we have platform and we have, if we can, I don't think the audience can see it now. So we have, on the baseline, we have platform and the core platform. We talked about it. Then we have Sales Cloud and Service Cloud. On top of it, we have educational data foundation model, where we have persons, relationship, constituent roles, learning structure, course offering. Then we have common capability model, where we have household management, consent management, appointment scheduling, support management. We have all of that capability. Then we have operating applications, the application that actually help and serves the educational institute, such as recruitment and admissions, student success, advancement in alumni relation, academic operations, the features that we just talked about a few slides back. So that is possible. Then we have the connectivity with Data Cloud, Marketing Cloud. We have connectivity with Slack. We have connectivity with Experience Cloud as well to provide a student success view or a student portal itself only, which we will be viewing in our demo as well. And we can even connect it to a much bigger, architecture or much bigger, I would say, possibility of Salesforce capabilities. It is just some of the things that I believe would be needed by an educational institution, but there are many more things that they might be needing, and it is all possible with Salesforce as an ecosystem, because its ecosystem has so many things to offer, and we can all do it plug and play because it's a Salesforce core platform at the back end. So
Vijay, are
yeah.
you saying that this system is scalable to accommodate the changing needs and the requirements of the educational institutes?
Yeah.
Because every institute will have a different requirement. But as
Yeah,
you're
that's possible,
saying,
yeah.
so it is scalable, this platform that we're talking about, this EDA, and then on top of that, Salesforce Education Cloud. So this platform as a whole is scalable to any level,
Yeah.
right? To accommodate any
Yeah.
level of needs and the requirements for any
Yeah.
institution.
We have been working with a university. I would not call it university itself only. It's educational institution that is running universities as well, that is running schools as well, and they also have some non-profit commitments as well. And we cater almost 10,000 students on a yearly basis for them. So they are getting approximately, I would say, more than 150,000 or 200,000 applicants on a yearly basis, and we are managing all of that. They have a lot of integrations, be it Data Cloud, be it Marketing Cloud, then they have Experience Cloud as well. Then they have Commerce Cloud as well for some of the things that they are doing on top of it. And then we have MuleSoft as well, connecting with different platforms that they are leveraging. Then we have Data Cloud for a unified profile that they are leveraging. So it's very scalable, and we can definitely leverage it in however sense we want. It's built on Salesforce platform, so it's highly scalable, and Salesforce is always there to ensure it scales up to your expectation.
And of course, you can utilize the ecosystem.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.